What is good, beautiful people? So before today's video even starts, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. The topic of today's video is just pretty much going to be like not nesting in the wilderness. So it got me to the point where, you know, I had just got the car, not too long had it, probably had it not even 2 months, 3 months, and I got in the accident. But before I got into the accident, I got a speeding ticket. Well, that pretty much just all that stuff happening. You know, I had bought some subs for the car, they blew. You know, just a bunch of, I was trying my best to do good and be the person that I needed to be, and to do what I felt was what I needed to do. But it seemed as if no matter how hard I tried, it always just ended up like bad. The thing about it, while that may seem true to you, and sometimes it is true as far as, you know, what happens, the thing about it is life, the concept of life is really just balance. Like, no matter how hard you try to do good, life will balance itself out regardless of how hard you try, what you do. It doesn't matter. Life will balance itself out. In life, it's very, very important for you to have a relationship with God and know God as your Father and as a creator to all things. If you think about what God is, look, God created all of this. All of it, minus the road. He didn't create the road, but guess what he did create? He created whatever's in the road. You get what I'm saying? It's very crucial for us to have a relationship with him and get to know him, because realistically, the concept of what God is love. That's what God is. So if you follow that and you show yourself love, and you show others love, and you just be a good, kind-hearted person. And truth be told, a lot of us, majority of us, realistically all of us, really are good-hearted people, or were good-hearted people at one point in our lives before the world and other people changed that. You know what I'm saying? They can't change who you are, but they can definitely have an influence. And sometimes there's more negative influence than positive influence, and that can cause you to obviously not be such a good-hearted person anymore. So whenever you get to know God, the thing about it is beautiful is that whenever you do this, you're actually relearning how to be that good-hearted person that you once were. It's a very long, slow journey that is not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, because there's a lot of times where you can lose focus. Just like any other thing you do in life, it's really easy to lose focus, especially whenever the state of society and the state of the world as it is now is so negative. So sometimes it's hard to let that little light shine. But as Christians, that's a very, 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 very big deal that we do let our light shine, not only for other people, but for ourselves primarily. Like, there's so much to be thankful for just in a day. Realistically, I mean, you woke up this morning, that's a blessing within itself. If you have nice things, if you have a phone to be watching this video, or you have access to the internet to be watching this video, you're blessed. So we have to be able to understand that. Sometimes it's hard to see, like, you don't always understand how blessed you really are. If you analyze your life and just understand the concept that regardless of your situation, there are good things in your life that other people would they would give their all just to be able to enjoy it. So the thing is, it is very crucial for us as humans to be thankful for the things that we have, thankful for the opportunities that we're given, thankful for all the good things and the bad too, not only because it helps us grow as people, but primarily because that is balance. You can reprogram the way you think about things, and you can learn to appreciate the losses You can learn to appreciate the bad, because guess what? Life is going to balance itself out regardless. There's still something you can take from that. You can grow as an individual, and you can just overall just understand the lesson behind it. Whenever you're in school and you take a math test, well, if you failed a test, yeah, it's not good because you didn't. It's not a good thing that you failed the test, because guess what? You didn't pass it. But the thing is that test will show you where you need to put in more effort and the things you need to improve on. So, or it could have just showed you where you could have done something differently, you know, to get the right answer or the right outcome out of the situation or math problem in this example. But I personally, I've had a spiritual awakening within the last 2 months or a month or so. And so I'm trying to grow myself spiritually, I'm trying to grow mentally, and I'm trying to grow emotionally. And I'm just trying to grow overall in every aspect of my life, because I do realize that things aren't quite what I want them to be. Willpower exists. The beautiful thing about willpower is if you don't like something, you have the power to go and do what you can to change it. That not every aspect of your life you have control over. That's an obvious. But there are some things that you can control. You can control the people that you keep around in some aspects. I understand as far as family goes. Realistically, even though it feels out of reach, it's really not that far out of reach, because all you have to do is take it upon yourself to set your life up to where you can get out of that environment. As humans, there's things you can do to make money. Like right now, the whole purpose behind me making this video is to enlighten you people, and also because it's a business opportunity. You get what I'm saying? So there are multiple things you can do, even if it comes down to selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, selling stuff online, or just using your talent. Sure, everybody has some type of talent that they can profit off of. Today's day and age, it's not always easy to get a job necessarily. My point is, everybody has the power to go and change their life and make it what they want it to be to a certain degree. So if you just keep a positive mindset on things, it's so much easier. That within itself is not easy to do. It takes a lot of growth and a lot of determination. It just takes a lot of emotional and mental strength. And not everybody has that. You can get stronger. You can get more open-minded. You just have to change the way you think. Instead of, letting those things get you down, and instead of letting those things kind of craft you into a person that you don't want to be, you have to be very picky. If you're very picky, it's a lot easier, because what I mean by that is, as Christians, as humans, we have two choices every single day. Well, we have two ultimate choices. In everything that we do, we have two choices. The good way or the bad way. Or to do it or not to do it. Or this or that. There's always two choices no matter what. Well, if you decide that you're going to dedicate your life to doing good and being good and all things good, well, that's a great first step, because if you think about anything else in life, what are you going to eat? Something that's good for you. What are you going to do today? Something that's good for you. Or how are you going to interact with this person? Like a good person would. So it's just like that right there. If you want better for yourself, what is that? Good. If you turn to God and, get to know Him a little bit better, accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and just, embrace the fact that in the end, everything will be okay. You get what I'm saying? Life on earth is not easy, because there's so many things that happen that are out of our control. If the concept of life is balance, and there's things that you can't control in your life that are not necessarily good things, well, guess what? As long as you do what's good, only the bad stuff that is necessary to balance your life out will happen. And that makes it so much easier. Yeah, you lose your job. That's not a good thing. Yeah, you get in a car accident. That's not a good thing. But there's good in every situation. I'm gonna use my personal experience as an example. I got in my first and only ever car crash. Driving anywhere from 35 to 45, I hydroplaned into a pole. The pole hit the back seat on the driver's side. That easily could have been my head that hit the pole. I could have died in that accident. The person that was in the car with me could have passed away in that accident. But luckily enough, you get what I'm saying? God is so good that the only bad thing that happened was I wrecked my car, damaged the pole. The damage that's on the car isn't even bad. Like, bro, the car still runs, the car still drives. That's the beauty in that situation. And I lost my job as well. So it's like, there's so many different aspects of the situation at hand. If you look for the good ones, then it's gonna be a good situation. As long as you're still breathing, as long as you're still alive, guess what? That situation is still good because you still got your life regardless of what it is. If you're still breathing, if you still woke up this morning, you are blessed. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, as people, we have to learn to appreciate the things in life that we do have, and especially the things that we have control over. A lot of times, it's the stuff that you don't have control over that is really like bothersome because it's out of your control. We just gonna continue to do good things, man. But I mean, look how beautiful it is. We just gonna continue to stay positive, to stay open-minded, and to stay optimistic, because you never know what God's got in store for you. Be sad for what? You feel me? Be in a slumber for what? It doesn't do nothing good for you. Now, I can't say I am currently going through a breakup, so it's just like, but it is what it is. Like, that's how I feel now. You feel me? In the beginning, it was a very, very distressful situation, because like, you want to love somebody, you want to have somebody love you, but they just can't seem to love you even though you love them. You feel me? You do anything in the world for them, it don't do nothing but get you treated a certain way, get you done. Like, they just do stuff to, whatever. But like, put your trust in God, you put your love in Him, and He will put His love in you. You feel me? And it's so much easier for me. I started journaling, I started writing, and just forms of expression, and it did help out a lot. I can't say that. I'm learning to love myself as an individual. And whenever you put your trust in other people to love you, they can't love you like you can love you. You feel me? So it's like, you can't trust that they're gonna care about your feelings how you care about your feelings. So it's like, yes, there is times where I get lonely. Yes, there is times where I wish I could just fix the situation, like do everything, like fix everything, change everything around the way it needs to be so things can work out. But it's like, you gotta learn to love yourself, you feel me? So it's like, why am I going to cause me to doubt myself and to feel less of myself, and, you know, just overall just not be living the life that I would want to live? Why would I allow myself to go through that? All because I want somebody to love me? Like, you feel me? I can love myself. And so, once you come to terms with God, with Jesus, and with yourself, there's nothing that can not be overcame. You feel me? God will lead you. He will guide you through all of your challenges, all of your obstacles in life. Can't nobody beat God. You feel me? Can't nothing beat God's goodness, His grace, His glory. Sometimes it's hard to put your trust in Him, and like patience. I've always been a very impatient person. Always. Like right now, I got some stuff coming in the mail, and it's like, dude, can it get here already? Whenever you put your trust in God, and whenever you just overall just kind of keep all things, you know, how they should be, good, positive, it's so much easier to be patient. Like, I don't know, everything for me has gotten so much easier to deal with, so much easier to cope with, and just overall just better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't gotta believe me, you feel me? But I'm telling you, I'm going through a breakup and I crashed my car, and you feel me? I had a speeding ticket and I lost my job, and I'm telling you right now, bro, life is good, you feel me? So it's just like, now it was difficult, I can't say. It was very, very hard, like, the emotions and the thoughts. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro, fix the way you think, fix it. Because I promise you, if you fix the way you think, bro, it'll get so much easier. The negative thought patterns, like being up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, waking up in the middle of the night, having negative thoughts, like, bro, that's nothing but the devil, you feel me? He's trying to belittle you. And I mean, really just do stuff that God wouldn't want you to do. That's the reality of it. But I'm telling you, y'all, God is so good that it's just like, it doesn't matter what you're going through. Like, dude, if you're not happy, go outside. You feel me? Like, bro, how could you look at the sun? Look at the sun. How could you not be happy, man? And the reason I'm making this video is because I was actually, like, kind of just very, very bored. Very, very not so all the things I'm saying. But the thing is, if you're a person like me that doesn't want to be on your phone as much, you kind of want to grow and you want to be better and you want to do better things and not be on, like I said, not scrolling on social media. I've been kind of isolated from social media for a little while. It was a small break, but it was a very, very necessary break. I started it before the breakup, and just now getting back into social media. Not to be distracted by the emotions and the thoughts, but it's more of a business thing. I'm trying to grow, I've been applying for jobs, haven't got hit up other than one job that I'm not really, I don't know, if you're like me, sitting around answering phone calls every single day, all day long, doesn't really too much sound like fun or entertainment of any sorts. So it's just like, I'm giving it to God, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving it to Him, putting my trust in Him. He gonna let it all work out in my favor. I'm already knowing. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I personally want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for nobody else making their money, because they only gonna pay me a wage. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, now I got the knowledge. You know why I got the knowledge? I was watching a video that was about some hobbies that I had whenever I was a little kid. And then I had learned about this new little business opportunity. You feel me? That's my point. Life is so unexpected. Life is so unpredictable that it's so much easier to just look at all the things that's happened to you, all the things that is going to happen to you, and all the things that you're currently going through. It's so much easier to just look at the good, look at the bad too. The same value in good stuff, and the same way that good stuff in your life helps you, my personal opinion, good stuff does help you grow. Not as efficiently, not as effectively as negativity. Like the negative stuff that happens in your life, I promise you, if you look for it, you will find some beautiful things in the bad situations, because it's just like, oh, that hurt me. Well, guess what? Sit in that moment and sit through it. Like, sit in those emotions. Sit there. Think about why you feel that way. How can it help you? In which ways can this feeling help me grow as an individual? Well, guess what? Now, whenever somebody does this certain thing to me, a certain situation happens to me, it's not going to bother me as much, because guess what? I've been through it. That's the beauty and the reality of just putting your trust in God and just letting Him guide and lead your life. And that's pretty much just all you can really do, for real. If you're struggling to find some happiness in your life, take a walk. You feel me? Because I promise you, Dude, like, listen. You feel me? Like, God really got the bugs and stuff singing for me, you know, singing songs. So it's just like, I don't know. And if you're not a fan of physical activity, give it a try. Give it a try. Even if it's not nothing but going on a walk. Yeah, it's going to be hot. Yeah, there's going to be bugs. Yeah, you're going to be sweaty. But I promise you, warm yourself up to it. Get a little comfortable. Get a little comfortable doing it. I promise you, you will find some joy in it. If you don't like going outside, if you don't like physical activity, take a trip. Even if it's just like for the day, go to a place, a beautiful place that's out in nature and explore it. Just do it. Just do it, fam. Because like, the worst that can happen, either one, you die. That's really the worst that can happen is you die. If you really think about it, the worst that can happen is you just die. If you already feel discouraged, life is only going to get worse for you. You feel me? If you're already discouraged and want to give up, you feel me? And if you don't take those risks, then guess what? You're just going to stay in the same predicament. So it's just like, you got to take those risks. Start making them YouTube videos. Start making them them bracelets that you want to sell at school. Start that business that you always dreamed of starting. You know, talk to that person that you've always wanted to get to know. You know, just do all these things that you want to do, and I promise you, in the end, it will be worth it, because the worst thing that can really happen is you just die. And then guess what? You just gotta escape, fam. You know, you tried life, it wasn't too good, and you just gotta escape from it. And now, as long as you live your life in God's glory and, you know, live in his ways and, you know, just believe in him, you're gonna go to heaven. Like, you mean to tell me I can walk the earth, do good things, be a good human, study my Bible, and just have a relationship with God and accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and then I can do anything in the world that is good, and if I die, I just get to spend eternity in the kingdom of heaven? What? Walking the streets of gold? What? You feel me? It's just here, man. We just here living the life. Now, I'm not gonna say just by doing these things is not gonna permanently fix nothing. Like, life is always gonna be hard, and as a Christian, it's even harder because there's so many things that tempt you. There's so many things that you want to do, but you can't do it because you know it's not good for you. And so having that self-control, having that self-discipline, having, you know, that determination and dedication, that's not always easy. Like, whilst getting my hair done, you feel me? I did engage in an activity that I wasn't too fond of because I had been doing it, and it's just like it didn't really fulfill me. It brought out what I was trying to hide from the world. But I forgave myself. I know that God forgives me. I'm going to try my best to stay away from it. Even though I got a unique opinion on that. Still not fully made a decision, but I do know that I don't want to engage in that activity, if I do at all, the way that I used to engage in it. So there's that. I'm just pretty much just yapping and walking, and just, this is bringing me so much joy. I like to think of myself as like a proactive person. I like to be occupied. I don't have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed with any of that stuff, but my brain likes to be doing something, and my body likes to be doing something, even if my brain ain't doing nothing. Like right now, I'm really just walking and talking for real. Like, this video started off with no kind of structure at all, and it's already forming itself. These are just my thoughts, fam. Just do something. Just try something. If you ain't done it before, so what? Do it. Worst thing that can happen is you just don't do it, or you just don't do a good job, or whatever. Like, who cares? I hope that this little ranting session, this little yap session, was beneficial to y'all. in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully, it'll help y'all to, just open your mind up. Open up your mind, open up your spirit, and just grow. Like, really, I just hope it helps you grow. It was a pleasure to give y'all this video. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I got a little build series coming up that I want to start on the Malibu. So hopefully that'll turn out the way that I envision it. I know it's going to be a long, slow journey because, like I said, I'm not working, so funds are definitely an issue. But hopefully bringing y'all content, if I bless y'all with some wisdom and some knowledge and some wise words, hopefully I can be blessed with some currency. Hopefully I can turn this into my job, along with my other ideas, and just long story short, just be blessed. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.